All right. Hello. Gosh. My children are making noise. I kept my children home today because it's freezing and I didn't wanna. Hello. Is it Candy or Carly? I don't know what her name was. Something. Hi, Dragon's Kelt over on the Purple Witch. I set that up a little differently over there, so you should be able to see the TikTok chat on the Purple Witch app now. So that's exciting. There was just too much negative space. Let's see. Oh. Oh, am I getting a fax rate? Thank you so much, Steve. I appreciate you. W Fax Raiders. Welcome in, welcome in. I just got started. It was the perfect timing. As I get set up this morning. Ugh, I didn't open the Google Voice number. I need to do that. Although I do have some things that we can go over today, too. In regards to JD Vance's comments. I have things we can go over today. But welcome in, Fax Raiders. How was Steve's stream today? It was Free Speech Friday, right? Thank you. Hi, my love. Work wife. You done eating Carly up? That one. Bring this up. Okay. Me. Bring that up and bring work wife up. All right. Hello over there on the tubes.
The tubes are going to love my makeup.
Yeah.
I put little hearts on my face this morning.
You're gonna make them nice and mad.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, everybody. Welcome in. It's Friday. Yay. It's fucking freezing in Colorado, Mr. Bigglesworth. So that's really fun. Which is why I kept my kids home, but don't worry. Their dad's here, so he can take care of them while I work. But while we're here, if you guys could tap that screen, share the live out, do your daily heart me if you have not done so. I would appreciate it. I have the little rose gold, which looks like it's about to get filled. W, that helps push us on the algorithm. And I have my 100 goal that I do have every single day, trying to save for car trade-in. It gets difficult out in these streets. We all know that. And if you can't do that, that's totally fine. Just sit here and tap. That's great support for me. I think we have somebody in the box, so we can get started. I do have some things to go over with JD Vance. If we get to that, hopefully we do. If not, that's cool too.
Hello.
Hi, how are you today?
Oh, I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. How about you?
I'm doing well. I know we've spoken before, but for TikTok purposes, what's your age and the state you voted in?
Oh, we have. Well, I'm 31 and I'm from Tennessee.
And you voted for Trump, right?
Yes, but watching your show has changed my views quite a bit.
Sure. Are you still supporting
Yeah.
him, or are you just kind of thinking now?
You know, like I said, watching you and what you do and the people you bring up and the conversations you've had have kind of started to shift my perspective a little bit. I don't know if I want to say I regret, but you know, I'm just like everybody else up here, you know, that's watching your panel right now. You know, no job, no income, nothing going on with my life. So I just watch you and
Everybody on
you've
my
helped me.
panel right now? This is my job. I have to file taxes on it.
Well, no, not you. I'm saying
Oh.
everybody viewing.
They have
Everybody
jobs.
viewing.
So a lot of them
A lot
are
of people
working.
have jobs.
Yeah, they're working while they're watching this.
Unless
Well,
So yeah, it's tough for everybody right now. I would agree with you
Right,
there.
yeah. They're not good quality workers or they wouldn't be on their phone.
No.
But
aren't
They
you
can
at work right
multitask.
now, Lo? Aren't you at work right now, Lo?
ma'am, I own my business, so
Oh, so it's
well,
okay
you're
for
at work
you
then.
so it's okay for you to be on while you work because you own your own business.
Well, it's lunchtime, so it's 12 o'clock.
Oh.
Oh,
No, it's not in Tennessee.
it's
What
not.
part of Tennessee
What
you
part?
in?
Depends on the part.
What part?
Yes, it is.
What part?
Which part of Tennessee?
Oh, sorry, what?
What part of Tennessee are you in?
I can't give up too much detail, ma'am.
Well, because
You sure?
it's not.
I'm in
12
Tennessee.
Yeah, it's not 12 where Olive is.
No, right now it's 11:06 where I'm at.
Oh, okay. Well, then do the math, and you can probably figure it out.
No, I'd rather you tell me like a big boy that you are.
So you
Ma'am,
are.
I don't want to get disgusting.
Well, so you're obviously full of shit if you're going to come in here and you're going to insult my community and say that they don't work because they're here. When actually, two of the people in here, some of my closest friends, one of them works for the other one. They're both working and they're both in the chat right now. It's interesting. Maybe they can just multitask better than you can. Did you ever think about that?
2 out of the 178. That's awesome.
No, all of them. People who work can do both. Ari's working, multiple people are working, and they can do it and multitask. Maybe you just can't multitask.
Well, I'm too focused, and stay-at-home mom is not a job.
Which is probably why no women you've ever been with have ever orgasmed, because you're so focused on just yourself and you can't multitask. You can't find that button, and we know that, boo-boo.
3 pump chumps don't make women happy.
Definitely doesn't. Put some work into that. 190 people in here. Welcome in on this Friday. That's one way to get started, is for a baby little bitch to cry. And by the way, you don't sound like you're at work. It sounds like you're automating a vehicle, which you probably shouldn't be doing while you are live. So guys, keep tapping that screen. Let's get to 15,000 likes while we're sitting here. I have a couple more people in the box, and we will run through those and see where we get to today. And make sure, ops in the box, I want you to know, listen to me real good. I have conversations on why you support Trump based off of factual evidence and not your feelings. So if you're going to make a claim, I am damn sure expecting you to bring me a source. Maybe you have information I don't have. Bring up that source. I want to see it. And also know the difference between a primary, a secondary, and a tertiary source. All right.
Good evening, or afternoon.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm doing good. Enjoying my off day on a Friday. No, I did not call out. I just had off.
No, that's fine. I mean, even if you did, that's your prerogative. It's your life.
Well,
Did you vote for Trump?
Also, I hope you're not near the ice storm that's coming across the
No,
US.
I'm actually in Florida, Orlando, right by Disney World, with 87-degree temperature.
Oh, nice.
Yep. I'm a warm guy right now, so
Did you vote for Trump?
absolutely.
All right. Age and state.
36, state of Florida, voted for President Trump. So, or you want to? Oh, sorry, my bad, host.
Why are you still supporting him?
Consistently, he's doing exactly what I expect him to do. Nothing really has surprised me. The Greenland thing kind of worried me a little bit, though, to be honest with you. I'm sitting there like, where the hell is he going with this? Because if he, hypothetically speaking, if he were to have invaded Greenland, for me, that would have been like, nah, I don't support you because of that guy. Thank God he didn't do it. I get what he was doing, applying as much pressure. Trump is all about theatrics. He's
That's
basically
not
full
good.
of shit.
He's a fucking toddler.
But he's getting what he wants.
What
so
did
he's
he
a
get?
toddler
What
that's
did,
getting
what
what
did
he
he
wants.
get that we didn't
Well, I mean,
have?
there's currently a deal right now going on. We got to let it play out because I don't know yet. Because again, even
has
with
the
myself
Danish-
in Greenland,
No. Has Denmark come out and said that they have a deal?
not yet. But the NATO guy did. The NATO secretary.
No.
they
What
have a
did
framework
what
of a
did
deal.
what did Rutte say?
I'm not exactly 100% word
He
for
said
word.
that there was
but
no
there's a framework.
discussion. So he is the I call him the president. That's not right. It's like the Secretary General of NATO is Rutte.
He's like Shafe,
He's what?
like Shafe, from like World War II. Like he's basically the Eisenhower of NATO right now.
No, he's the Secretary General of NATO. He was asked on Fox about this deal, this framework of a deal on Greenland, and he said it didn't come up with Donald Trump at all.
I'm assuming it came up back channels of Rubio probably. Look,
No,
again, I
it
got to
didn't
see what
come
it
up
plays
at
out.
all. It didn't come up at all. So there is no deal. The Denmark has said they haven't signed or talked about anything. The Secretary General of NATO said they haven't. The only person who has said this is Trump and his administration. There is no deal.
Oh, that you know of. Again, there's a lot of. Can you agree
I
that there's a
know
lot
of.
of back channels going on right now? I mean,
No.
You don't think there's any back channels going on or discussions?
No, I think they're
on-
touting something as a win that doesn't exist. I think he backed the fuck up because he saw what happened to the stock market after he threatened them.
Yeah, I want to see it play out more. Again, like I said, I wasn't really a fan of the rhetoric, what he was saying for Greenland, and the the attempted notion that we're going to use troops to invade. But I do agree that we need to have more bases in Greenland. That's
We
for
already
sure.
do have bases in Greenland.
We have
We have-
one.
we have
Wait,
over.
one?
and
We
then
have.
two satellites.
No.
We have
We have
over.
one major and two
we-
satellites.
Why do we need more than that?
Well, I mean, again, like I said, it comes down to the military aspect of it. You know, with
Why
everything
do we
coming
need
up
more
from
than
the.
that?
I'm trying to explain. So,
No,
with
just
the,
tell me why we need more than that.
I'm trying to explain. So, what they really are concerned about is mostly like Russian subs and so on and so forth. You know, with the Arctic region going to be a hot mess pretty soon. Trump is being smart. You know, long term. He's thinking long term.
So
In the
then
short term, I don't
why?
think there's.
No. So one, then why is Russia? Why was Russia giving congratulations and supporting the U.S. trying to take Greenland? Why were they on board with that if they themselves would want it?
Politics.
What does that mean?
Politics. Simple as that. Listen, we do need Greenland. We need
No,
more
no, no, no,
bases. in
no.
Greenland. We
Answer
do
my
need all that kind of
question.
stuff.
And
I don't know.
elaborate
I
on.
just
Oh, you
told you.
don't know. Okay.
I told you I don't know.
Okay.
Do you know?
And no, because it doesn't make any sense. So if Russia is congratulating Trump and saying go full force ahead and take Greenland, that's great. Obviously, one, they don't really want it, and two, if they're such a threat, why is he then inviting them onto this board of peace?
What's wrong with that? Don't you think we should have peace in the world?
Well, are they a threat or are they on board to have peace? Which one is it?
I think they're on board to have peace too. They're
Oh,
a big
then
sure both.
why couldn't Putin show up to sign his document for the board of peace? Do you know?
Because he's scared he's going to get assassinated.
No, it would actually be the ICC has a warrant out for his arrest for war crimes.
Yeah, but they don't recognize the ICC. Like America doesn't recognize the ICC.
Why didn't he come to Davos where they signed to be a part of the
Do,
board of
do you
peace?
seriously think that Putin is actually scared of the ICC arresting
Then why didn't
him?
he show up to the Swiss Alps? Why didn't he show up?
He doesn't want to get assassinated. Have you noticed how he's limiting his travel everywhere?
No.
Even when he went to North Korea, he's not flying on a plane anymore. He's taking trains.
Oh, why
I mean,
did he
this
come
guy's
here?
petrified of losing.
Why'd he come
Say it
here?
again?
Why'd he come here?
When did he come here?
When did he come here? Last year. When did he come here? Because he rolled out the
It
red
was
carpet for
Alaska,
him.
wasn't
you
it?
mean he
Yeah.
went to Alaska? Yeah, but they
That's
were on
the
their
United
personal protection.
States.
Yeah, in Alaska, but personally protected and escorted with our F-22s and his
Yeah,
jets
we
as
treated
well.
So
him better
we're-
than
yeah.
we treat our troops.
Yeah, we're treating fucking a dictator better than we treat the people in our country.
military personnel. Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I disagree wholly when it comes to that.
Well,
and in
no.
politics.
No,
So
I
back
don't
to
care.
Greenland.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't
Well,
care. He
back to
doesn't have any
Greenland real-
facts. He just wants to talk.
I know. I just wanted to explain to you that we've had over 50 bases at one point in Greenland. We actually have 13 bases that we can reactivate. Steamrolling isn't cute, George Washington.
Which, by the way, all of these conversations about having bases, improving bases, adding more, Denmark has said they were open to those kind of talks. They just weren't open to the bullying tactics of saying they were going to take it. Because we've had this deal with them since 1951. We have had a treaty with them to have bases there already. He didn't win
Also-
anything.
On top of that, this just came out. UK Starmer slams Trump's claim that NATO allies avoided Afghanistan frontline as insulting. So it sounds like he's not really doing well with our NATO allies, but we need
No,
that
he has
already.
ruined our fucking relationships with NATO.
Mhm.
And I was listening to Pod Save this morning, and they make a valid point. Even if you get a Democratic president in 2029, right, who comes in and spends 4 years rebuilding that relationship, it still won't be rebuilt the same way, because we saw this happen. We were a laughing stock because of the Iraq War with Bush, and Obama came in and helped fix those relationships. Trump came in. It was kind of this one-off. He caused a lot of damage to our relationships, not as bad as now, but he did cause damage to our relationships with our allies. And Biden came in and had to kind of fix that. But the amount of destruction that's happening, our allies are getting to a point where it's like, even if you have 4 years of a Democratic president, we can't trust that this tenuous relationship will extend beyond that now. Because what if 4 years later, you guys dumb fucks vote in a fucking Republican again, who was an isolationist-ass idiot?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we keep moving on, guys. Keep tapping that screen. Let's go to 25,000 likes while we're sitting there. 246 of you in here. I appreciate you so very much. I'm so sorry. I technically did kick him, so that works. Let me get these pulled up real quick before we move on. This is from Sarah. If Chicky has him blocked, you know he is awful. For whenever you want him gone, no rush. W for the 10 on the blue app. I appreciate you. And also W to 13 dot for the 10 on the green app. So W Sarah and W 13 dot. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate you. I'm sorry I
gonna
missed
say
that.
this.
You guys need to yell at me in the chat because sometimes I miss it. Or tell
So
a
I was gonna
mod
say
and
the
they'll
same.
yell at me.
I was gonna say something because I saw 13 Dot sent me something. I'm like, he normally will send one to me and one to you.
He usually does the double. Yeah.
W13 for the 10 on the green.
Oh no, I got rid of my little space in between the number. I hate that. There's should be space there. Okay, anyway,
It'll go.
fixed it.
It'll go.
It'll go.
It'll go.
It'll go.
It'll go.
Mirrors.
Gotta ba.
Reverse.
Oh, by the way, there's a soup can that wants you to, shout him out for today. It's Thick's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Thick.
Now
Oh,
stop
we're only
flirting with my
saying it's
work
Friday.
wife.
I'm so sorry. Hold on. Everybody, hold on. I apologize. Just hold on for a second. Corey, hold on. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Thickolis. Happy birthday to you. Now I won't stop because you said just stop. Nope,
Now
absolutely
stop
not.
flirting with my work
Absolutely
wife.
not. Absolutely not. I refuse. W, how dare you make me do that math, Steve? I can't stand you for that. Thank you for the 1999 on the blue.
W Steve.
Because you're the best. Really? I don't like this.
We love us some Steve.
I love, no, I
Daddy
appreciate
Steve.
it so much. W Steve, how dare you do 1999 like I'm at the store? That I didn't like. But
Wasn't
sure.
that a Prince song?
Gonna
Party like it's
party
1999?
Like it's 1999. Yeah.
I was right.
All right, Corey, thank you for being patient. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Did you vote for Trump?
I would have voted for Trump, but I'm 18, so
Oh, so you couldn't. Do you plan to vote in your midterms?
no.
Oh, well then
I
you
don't like how.
then you don't have a voice in politics.
I know Prince Lakin. I'm dating a reincarnation of Prince.
Not
Duh.
the
No, I'm kidding.
reincarnation of Prince. Well,
He kind of does.
he's a nationalist who doesn't get involved in politics, Chicky. That means nothing to me.
I also really like Prince.
Yeah, also that.
Oh God, not Hawk. Have fun.
How are you today, Hawk?
Good morning. Have I been up before? It seems like y'all know.
I don't think you've been up on mine, but Debate Talk is a small community, so you've obviously been around people that I know.
Words get around.
But did you vote for Trump?
Blue.
Oh yeah, I voted for him.
All right. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
I'm 29 and I'm from Texas.
All right. Why are you still supporting Trump?
Because I like that he plays hard, is willing to play hardball, and he's willing to do what's best for U.S. citizens, even if it's not popular with liberals and foreigners.
Sure. What policy of his do you support?
I really like what he's done with immigration and the border.
Oh, what has he passed that is long form legislation for immigration reform?
Well, Congress passes legislation.
Correct. What does he have? The
President-
Congress that he held, he had a mandate, right? A big mandate that he got Congress. What have they passed under his administration?
Well, you know, the president does have a lot more authority with immigration and the border than.
I agree. It is under the executive
think
branch, but I'm asking if this is something that's going to be solved and not just for a 4-year period, because then it'll just get overturned as soon as a different president is in office. I am asking you, what has he done to direct Congress that he has pretty much full control of? I don't know if you've ever listened to them. What have they proposed for immigration?
If he had full control over Congress, they would eliminate the filibuster.
What have they?
And they haven't done
No, Republicans, no. What have they proposed for immigration?
Not enough. I agree with you there.
Nothing.
As far as legislation, you make a good point. Yeah, you're right. But
Okay.
basically, instead of the Langford bill, we just needed a better president. And Trump is.
Oh, so
done
this
what
is
he
this is
needed to
the
be done.
rhetoric you guys have switched to, which is that no, he's not changing the laws that I don't like and probably don't know. He's just enforcing them. What title is our immigration law under?
Title 8.
Okay. So what about it is he doing that you like?
Well, the president can limit who's considered admissible, and we haven't had catch and release virtually
He
his
has.
entire administration.
No, he has. What is catch and release?
When somebody is apprehended, they're given an asylum interview, and if they're considered admissible, they're
Mhm.
paroled into the country with a court date.
Yeah, he's been doing that too, because asylum exists.
Asylum still exists, but
Yeah.
it's limited is considered admissible. And we really haven't had much catch and release.
Where have
DHS
they
claims
wrote
we
policy
haven't
to
had it.
change what is deemed admissible under asylum?
The president can issue directives.
Yeah, where is
It's
that
limited
directive
considered
publicly? I would like
admissible.
to see it.
Well, you know that the Border Patrol is under the executive branch, and Trump is the
Yeah,
executive.
I thank you for walking me through that. Where is that directive to him to CBP that they have shortened the inadmissible, like what you need to be inadmissible?
I don't have that pulled up.
No, you made it up.
Well, let's look at the results.
No,
We've gotten real
no, I can't
results.
look at the results based on no, because they're violating the law. Yeah, I'm very aware that they're getting stuff done because they're violating the law and they're still not even hitting the numbers that they want to hit. But so they didn't.
Deportations?
Hmm?
Like deportations?
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a lot of sensationalization of like this 5-year-old.
That
When
was
his father, like,
that was quite a pivot.
abandoned
He's
him.
he is breaking the law in regards to how he is doing immigration.
So nobody's getting due process with him.
I didn't
Like
say
nobody.
nobody. I said he is breaking the law. Some people are not getting due process.
Well, I agree people should get due process, but we don't get rid of ICE altogether just because errors.
Did I ever say that?
I'm just making a point.
No,
I don't think you
to
listen to
who? Because I
comprehend.
have never said get rid of ICE altogether. You guys argue with cardboard cutouts of who you think a liberal is, and that's not me. I never said that. I just would like them to follow the law and to follow their jurisdiction.
They're federal agents. The whole U.S. is their jurisdiction.
What is their jurisdiction towards U.S. citizens?
Yeah, you're right. They're supposed to be detaining non-citizens.
Correct.
non-US
What is
citizens.
also, I would ask you, what is the difference between an administrative warrant and a judicial warrant?
The administrative warrant would come from the department.
Who signs them?
Judicial has to come from a judge.
Yeah, who signs an administrative warrant?
Can be, I guess, a field officer
Hmm.
or like a.
Which is interesting because JD Vance just lied and said it was a judge. It's not. Judges don't sign administrative warrants.
Yeah, they sign judicial warrants.
Correct. So why is JD Vance lying?
About what case? What happened?
He was speaking in generalities and he was saying that an ICE warrant, we were talking about administrative warrants, are signed by a magistrate, is what he said in his interview. My point with bringing up administrative versus judicial warrants, does an administrative warrant allow you to bust down the door of a home?
I don't know.
No, it
I
does
would have
not.
to look into it.
So why are they doing that?
Yeah,
Why are they
they-
going door to door in Minnesota when that's not within their purview to be able to do?
Well, they can do a knock and talk, but you're right, they can't bust down a door. They
Correct.
need a warrant to actually break and enter, but
Correct.
they can do a good old-fashioned knock and talk.
Yeah, but you don't have to open the door.
This is true. They need a judicial warrant for
Right.
that.
So they are breaking the law in Minnesota by
they're-
busting
yeah,
down the doors.
If they're busting down doors, sure. And
Yeah,
I agree
they-
it should be held to standards,
Sure.
but
So why won't the Trump administration get their guys in gear to do it the correct way, right? ICE existed under Obama. Obama deported a shit ton of people. But he didn't have to do it this way.
I think you're just more concerned with the optics, but law enforcement
No, I'm
isn't
concerned with the
always-
law. This is illegal. They are violating the Fourth Amendment rights of US citizens and even immigrants by busting down their doors.
So You think everybody's getting their door busted
I
down?
didn't say everybody. You guys do this all or nothing thing. There's gray. You don't live in nuance. It has been happening in Minnesota. In and of itself is wrong, but that is not being critiqued. It is not being changed. You don't see JD Vance, Kristi Noem, Greg Bovino coming out and saying, you're right, this shouldn't be happening. We're going to retrain our officers to ensure that unless they have a judicial warrant, they do not bust down the doors of the homes that they are knocking on. None of that. They're just defending it.
Is it really happening as much as you're trying to make it sound like it's happening?
Is it happening at all?
I don't know. You tell me.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they should have held the standards. And
Oh, okay. So then what I would ask of you is to do what I'm doing. And all I'm doing is requesting that they stop defending the bullshit and actually do something about it to make sure that their ICE officers are following the fucking law.
I agree.
Okay. I'm glad we could agree on that. Anyway.
Yeah, he's boring.
Well, I mean, he's honest about agreeing with me about the law, and that's totally fine. I think he is expecting me to be some crazy abolish ICE leftist. They're all Gestapo, which they are. They're acting like the Gestapo. But to remember, everyone through history, the Gestapo learned how to do this from our Jim Crow laws here in the United States of America. Never fucking forget. We like to compare it to Germany. Where did Germany learn it from?
From us with Jim Crow and other things in between. Slave catchers were
us.
supposed to be the idea of the Schnazis, etc., etc. Everything is rooted in white supremacy.
Correct. 293 people in here. Let's get up to 35,000 likes while we're sitting here. I appreciate you. I have to bring this up, and I'm going to be so mad about it. I love you all so much. Why do you want to torture me? Where was
There's
this?
sense in there, I hear.
Amber, thank you for the $1.53 on the Green app for We Love Change. I can't stand you. I have said over and over, math is not my thing. And I will, unabashedly and without shame, use my calculator.
It's okay. Sometimes when I use the calculator, TikTok City is like, you ain't doing shit. Like, no, I do math, ma'am.
I do math. I do math. How
I do
very
math.
dare. How very dare you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right, we got a couple more people going. TikTok is moving today, which is unusual. I wonder what got
Can't
their-
relate.
Did they
We
get
watched
their-
RJ all day.
Did they get their newsletter or some pep in their step? I have no clue.
I don't know.
about it.
I wonder if me pissing off Carly just awoke something in them because
Maybe.
Carly was not a happy
I just want that-
camper.
I want that CNN article. I can't with you. Facts. Thank you for the penny on the blue app. Penny for your thoughts. My thoughts are, y'all are a bunch of rage baiters. Is my
We love ourselves some Zaddy Steve, so
golly gee. Yes, release the e-files, Dee Dee. PJ, how are you today?
Fine, thank you.
Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
Okay, how old are you and what state did you vote in?
In 71,
And what state did you vote in?
New York.
All right. Why are you still supporting Trump?
Well, I just want to tell you about what you were saying up to this young man that was just on.
Mm-hmm.
You failed to say that Obama was able to get rid of 5 million illegal aliens, but he had no resistance.
That's not true.
that's not true.
He had no
I've done
resistance.
this
not true,
before.
PJ.
Let me get
He
it
had
again.
no resistance.
He was
Listen,
sued. He was
the
sued.
governors-
He was
the
sued
governors
by
and the
the
mayors.
He was sued by the
Listen to me.
ACL.
Let me talk. Don't
No,
cut me off.
oh my God.
Damn.
He was sued by he was sued
Let
by
me
the
talk.
ACL multiple
You can't
times.
handle the truth. You can't handle it. Let me talk.
Under Obama 2014. Let me bring up
The
the damn
mayors and the
article
governors
again.
are telling
Let
their
me bring
people
up the-
to resist.
Are you okay?
They're telling their people to resist. Not even.
Anyway, W Sparky for the swab. Let's see. Oh, I haven't read this one. This one's a new one I haven't read.
Oh, By the way, friends, Monty is dual streaming. So first off, can we get some huge W's for Monty hitting 1K subscribers over on the Tube? Congratulations,
Yay!
Monica, for the
it.
1K over at the Tube. Also, over on the Purple app, we have some wonderful people hanging out in the chat. There are more than 4 this time. And Eli, I will still mute you. There are 7 of us hanging out over there as well. Let's keep doing all the good things over there as well. YouTube, I know you don't like it when you hear my voice. Right now, you can't see my box. But I want you guys to know something. Every single one of you could have your voice heard if you had enough testicle fortitude to call the number that is currently on your screen. Everyone over here, please don't send any pennies to Monica. We got to get this goal knocked down as much as you can. PJ, you are not from Few Good Men.
You can't handle
What-
the
wasn't-
By the way, don't know if you know, he was the bad guy in that movie, and he went to prison.
Wasn't that Tom Cruise that said that?
Tom Cruise didn't say you can't handle the truth. That was
was it?
That was Jack Nicholson. He was playing.
I always confuse them.
He was playing not lieutenant. Excuse me, Colonel Jessup,
I was going to be like, Lieutenant Dan?
who ordered the code red.
You ain't got no legs, Lieutenant
I
Dan.
got no legs. And
legs.
in that movie, he was
PJ
arrested.
is no Tom Cruise.
PJ is no Tom Cruise. This is an article I actually haven't brought up. Usually the one I bring up is an NBC article. This one is from July 31st of 2014. More than 100 protesters arrested outside White House over deportations. More than 100 demonstrators intentionally had themselves arrested outside the White House today in protest against the Obama administration's response to the sudden surge of undocumented immigrants across the border with Mexico. What are they saying? What is this? Activist stage, White House prompting. Oh, so the demonstrators just demanded the Obama administration cease the deportation of an estimated 1,100 of those undocumented per day, a number expected to rise as the federal government grapples with the hundreds of thousands believed to have slipped through in the last 9 months, an 106% increase over the same period last year. So they were. People were. And he still did not need to have ICE agents in the middle of our cities to combat them. Interesting. This is the one I usually bring up. It's this one.
Yep.
Immigration advocates rally to curb deportations. A march and rally to the White House was one of several events held in different parts of the country to demand that Obama curb deportations. This was in April, so this would have been a few months before the article I just read where they purposely got arrested. So, multiple months
Did nobody pay attention
demonstrations.
at all during Obama's admin? Okay,
No.
I'm gonna make
They
people
don't
feel
pay
old for a
attention
second
now.
here. Because I vividly remember protests happening during the Obama administration when I was a kid. Like,
Yep.
I vividly remember that as a child.
Because it was happening.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, on that note, I wanted, since we are on the note of immigration, let's
They didn't have
talk
TikTok back then.
about-
That's true. That is true.
Let's listen
You know what? Fuck it.
to JD Vance talk about administrative warrants versus judicial warrants, because he lies. He lies here.
Oh, God.
This is 1 minute and 35, and then there's another like 30 seconds of continuation after I have in a different video.
The Washington Post reported today that an ICE memo allows agents to enter people's houses without a judge's warrant. What do you say to people who are concerned about this violating the Constitution, and how much is this tax?
So don't forget context. A memo was released from within the Department of Homeland Security, which is where ICE is under. Executive branch, DHS, ICE. A memo went out that said you can bust into homes without a judicial warrant. So they're asking JD Vance about that memo.
Being used.
Yeah, so I saw that story, and the story is like so much that I read in the mainstream media, it's missing a whole lot of context, and when you appreciate the context, it makes sense. No one is saying, look, there are exceptions. For example, a crazy exception, if somebody is fired at from inside a house, they don't need a warrant to go inside that person's house. There are very narrow exceptions to the warrant requirement where law enforcement officers don't need a warrant if, for example, they're an imminent threat of their lives. But what we've said and what ICE has proposed, what the Department of Homeland Security really has proposed in the Department of Justice, is that we can get administrative warrants to enforce administrative immigration law. Now, it's possible, I guess, that the courts will say no, and of course, if the courts say no, we would follow that law, but nobody is talking about doing immigration enforcement without a warrant. We're talking about different types of warrants that exist in our system. Typically what happens, not always, but typically in the immigration system, those are handled by administrative law judges.
What? What's an administrative law judge?
So we're talking about getting warrants from those administrative law judges. And then, of course, with other cases, you get judges or you get warrants from a judge. That's very consistent with the practice of American law. I'm sure the courts will weigh in on that, but we're never going to enter somebody's house without some kind of a warrant, unless, of course, somebody's firing on an officer or they have to do something in order to protect themselves. Go ahead.
So there's that, and then I have 30 seconds of it. They asked him another question.
Look at you in that Google Doc, ma'am. We
I
gotta
have
work on
multi-
shit together.
I have
We
multiple.
gotta work on some shit together.
I gotta share
We
them
gotta-
with you. I have multiple fucking Google Docs of information.
According to the tube chat, where it's apparently the lesbian couple show. So welcome to the show. That is work life.
Can't say what I want to say.
y'all.
Did
Same.
we get Ruben muted, by the way? Did we get him his daily mute? Because Lenati paid $1.69, her daily charge for getting Ruben muted. So I wanted to make sure we honored that. Thank you. And also thank you, Corvus, for gotta round it up. It's not gonna be rounded up now because Lenati missed that for the $1.47. Thanks. I'll do that myth in a minute, or while I play this video, this 34 seconds. So I'm pretty sure this ends where starts where we just ended.
Law. I'm sure the courts will weigh in on that, but we're never going to enter somebody's house without some kind of a warrant, unless, of course, somebody's firing on an officer or they have to do something in order to protect themselves.
Follow up on that. Do you believe that you can forcibly enter with an administrative warrant, or would that be a violation of the Fourth Amendment?
Well, our understanding is that you can enforce the immigration laws of the country under an administrative order if you have an administrative warrant. That's what we think. That's our understanding of the law. That's our best faith attempt to understand the law. Again, this is something courts will weigh in on.
So he didn't answer the question because he knows that you can't bust down doors with an administrative warrant.
There's a song that talks about that, busting down doors. Is it Amy Winehouse?
I know the
Ignore the cat.
My windows
Ignore the cat.
out the car. Or whatever
Maybe
that
that's
one
what
is.
I think that's what I'm thinking.
It might be that one.
Whiskey is losing his shit again today.
Oh my god. Well, the cats won't leave him alone. Let him leave
No,
that
they're
baby
not.
alone.
They're not bothering him. He's just zooming.
I just want to get through these couple links with JD Vance real quick, and then I can open up the phone line since we don't have anybody else on TikTok. This is JD Vance talking about the fact that the municipalities in Minnesota will not work with them. So because of that, the ICE agents that are there en masse are there to protect the other ICE agents from rioters. He's going to admit to this, which is not within their jurisdiction to do. So we're going to listen to him admit to that. More evidence for Nuremberg later, guys.
The reason why things have gotten so out of hand is because of failure of cooperation between the state and local authorities and what these guys are trying to do. We have a ton of resources, a ton of ICE agents in this city right now that I would rather us not have. I'd love to send those guys home. They're not even doing targeted immigration enforcement. They are trying to protect ICE officers who are doing immigration enforcement, because when a crowd surrounds them and these guys call 911, the local officials, the local cops have been told to stand down. So we have people here who aren't even doing immigration enforcement, they're doing force protection. So that if a rioter tries to ruin the life or assault an ICE officer, they're actually protected.
What does ruin the life mean? Like assault, yeah. What does ruin the life mean?
Ruin the life. You know,
And Amber brings
can
up a
only
great
happen.
point. Shouldn't you already know the law? Especially JD Vance. Guys, if you don't know, he went to fucking Yale Law School.
didn't he also? He was also in the military. Wasn't
yeah.
JD Vance like a glorified like
he was like a
news
he was like a
journalist?
journalist in the military, yes. And then this one is he's being questioned. He is going to say that Minnesota has the highest rate of people breaking immigration law. I just want you guys to hear him say it. And then if people repeat it, I need you all to ask them what source they have for that. Because what do you mean Minnesota has the highest like level population of immigration law offenders?
And if nothing changes there here locally, and this operation has attracted thousands of agents, are there any plans to go to any other cities from here?
Well, right now we're focused on Minneapolis because that's where we have the highest concentration of people who have violated our immigration laws, and that's also, frankly, where we see the most assault of our law enforcement officers. I mean, our plan is very simple. If you assault a federal law enforcement officer, we're going to do everything that we can to put you in prison. It's very simple. And
Also, we are seeing the highest form of assault on our officers. Could it be because you have all of a sudden a giant mass of federal law enforcement in a place they never were before?
Trisha McLaughlin or whatever the fuck her face is, right? She made a statement right after Renee Good was brutally murdered in front of US, the entire world. She even stated that it was like up in like 3,000% of the assault on officers and stuff like that. And it's like, They're more out in the open because this is what most Trump supporters don't understand nor choose not to understand. We didn't hear about these raids like this at all.
Well, no. And again, this is that correlation causation bullshit, right? Okay, I am a stay-at-home mom. I don't burn my hand very often here as a stay-at-home mom. When I worked at McDonald's, I burned my hand all the fucking time. That must be the domestic terrorist of the fucking fry basket. Goddamn domestic terrorist fry basket, and not the fact that I just worked around hot oil. You have 3,000 motherfucking agents in one place. Yes, the rate of assault is going to increase. I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm not saying it is okay to assault federal officers. None of that is okay. What I'm saying is, you can't sit there and act like this is something that like, oh my God, Minnesota's just out of control. When it's like, no, this wouldn't be happening if they weren't there. Wouldn't be happening if they weren't there.
Make fry baskets great again.
Fuck off. Quan, that's hilarious. Make fry baskets great again.
I'm making a shirt.
Oh.
Aw.
Hey, Ruben, how are you?
Not sandwich.
I don't appreciate being muted in the comments.
You got paid to be muted.
Capitalism, bitch!
Do you want to pay twice
That's
that
crazy.
amount? You want to get paid twice that amount to get unmuted? That's totally fine. So do 169 times 2, and you can send that to the links in my bio, and I'll unmute you. Oh, well,
No, don't kick me.
I have to. W Sparky for the crying about being muted.
Capitalism.
Anyway, on that note, we'll open up the phone lines. Guys, 207 of you in here. Let's get that up to 50,000 likes. I appreciate you. We got the little donuts. I know they're like 30, whatever. If we could get that completed, that would be cool too.
Here.
If not, like I said, keep tapping that screen. I just broke
If
a nail.
y'all
It's gonna
can
annoy
get
the fuck out
us,
of me.
if y'all can get us to 50,000, or actually, correction, if you guys can get us to 55,000 by the time it hits noon on Central Time Frame, I will show you guys the idea of stickers that me and Monica might be putting together. So I'm going to make some rewards. I will reward
Some
people for doing the good things. Incentives. Because other things I would do, I can't say on the internet.
Oh my God.
So.
But also in regards to JD Vance, in case anybody wants, I can link it. This is from ICE. This is their Federal Law Enforcement Training Centers. It is a 6-minute MP3, but you can also read it as a transcript, right? And this is their training. This is what they get trained on in regards to warrants. I searched administrative. It comes up like, I can't remember, like 7 times. And they talk about how administrative warrants are used, their differences between them and judicial warrants. I'm just going to play the intro music for you because it sounds like it was made in the 80s. But this is their source. So remember, when somebody tries to lie to you about what an administrative warrant is, their own source disagrees with them. But here's this 80s opening music.
Good afternoon. I'm John Seaman, Senior Legal Instructor with the Legal Division.
I can't.
I feel like that would be like a. It sounds like "Take on Me" by Aha. Like Aha.
Yeah.
Take on me, take on me.
Let's see. So ice. I'm gonna put this in one of my documents so I don't lose it.
I have that song stuck in my head. Fuck, man.
Well, now you.
It's my fault. Hashtag blame Olive.
Done
It's okay.
did it.
I'm used to it at this point. I Dig-a-dome did it.
Doug Dimmadome, home of the Dimsdale.
Doug
Dimmadome.
Dimmadome.
Right?
Dimsdale.
Not right. Not right. You guys can call in. I had like 40 missed calls while I had people on. Ruben, you can't come up. You're done. Sir.
Ruben, you can't call either. I'll be gone.
Yeah, the filter machine, Lycan, is shit. The fucking oil filter. Yeah. The amount of times that people would forget after were like putting new oil into the fryers and they'd forget to turn the valve off and it would spill all over the floor and we'd have to take salt and put it all over and get it into a box that had a plastic bag in it with ice so that we could get it in there. Oh, I'm sorry, Jeff. You're right. I even had the sounds up today. I tried to remember for you, and then I stuck. Look, I have to play it twice because we've had 2 swans.
Stop looking at me, Swan.
There's one.
Stop looking at me, Swan.
There's 2. I'm so sorry. I've been slacking.
Oh,
on
I also gotta send you your sounds. Hold on. Let me do that actually since I'm sitting here. So let's do. I love the Lort. We can do all the stupid sequel bitches. All of them.
I have to upload my Schmurder Rate single, top hit single in Austria and in Germany, but I have to.
So there's all
I have
that.
to figure out how to upload it without it thinking that it's illegal content.
I sometimes just I save it to the desktop or I play it from the
Yeah.
actual
No, I just have
Discord.
to- I can save it in my like stream assets folder or something.
Mm-hmm. Also, here's one that I was working on. I'm gonna show you because I think this would be a good first sticker to try to sell.
Ah, I love it. No, I love that. I definitely think we
All
need
right.
to do stickers for sure.
Stickers, 100% stickers. If you guys like the stickers so much, maybe we'll end up looking into doing t-shirts and shit. And then we're gonna have to figure out the financing and then possibly doing fundraisers for nonprofits and stuff like that. We'll figure it out. We're doing the damn thing, guys. Tube, you got really quiet over there. Y'all don't want us to talk?
You guys
I'm
don't want to.
scared.
You guys don't want to call. The number's there for you to call in. It's interesting. You guys don't want to call in.
Yes, husbands, thank you. What husband am I thinking?
What husband?
Husbands?
Brother husbands?
No, I feel like
The
your
pic
husband would
is
know
too small. Okay, let me read it for you. 509-795-0412.
No, he's being transphobic.
Oh.
Yeah, is that
That's
a man in the corner?
Clippy? How dare you? Clippy is a non-binary entity. How dare you?
That is true.
You think Clippy has a gender?
No.
Ooh.
To all my friends over in the tube chat, if you are a good person, do me a favor and drop a 1 over there. What Parker say? I love you, Parkers. I hope you know that. I love you so very much. Yeah, to all of the good people over on the tubes, make sure you're dropping 1s. Justin's and Dragon's Cult. I already knew that. You too, Parkers. Russell, I didn't say 3. I said 1. I can only count to 4. I can only count to 4.
Thank you.
Wow, Peabody, don't say that. Peabody said drop a 2 if you don't like Olive.
That's crazy.
That is
What did I add
crazy.
in here?
Look at that. I love seeing all the wonderful people over there on the tubes hanging out. I know everyone on the Twitch, on the Purple Witcher. What does that say, Dragon's Celt? Sir.
Did we see this yet, by the way?
Oh?
So
Q, shut the fuck up.
you remember
Sorry.
the old man that they busted down his door in
Yes.
Minnesota and brought him out under suspicion of child sex crimes?
Yes.
Oh, well, it wasn't him, because the guy that it was had already been in prison since 2024. And DHS would have had that information. Interesting. Why don't you guys call this shit out? When they fuck up, why don't you call it out? Are you that deluded? Are you that much of a cuck for Donald Trump and his administration that you can't call out when they fuck up? At all? You guys are always coming in here like, I don't agree with everything he says or does. But then you pretzel to defend everything he says or does, or that his administration says or does. Thank you. You guys pretzel to fucking defend it. Why? I don't understand it. Call it out when it's wrong. It doesn't mean that you're a big radical leftist like me. It doesn't mean that. You don't have to turn in your conservative card. You are just then a actual fucking real human being with nuance who can critique bullshit. Do better.
Well, everybody makes mistakes.
Yeah, everybody makes mistakes. JD Vance actually said that too. I have that clip somewhere.
I said 1, 2, 3, 4.
He said, of course there's mistakes in law
Everybody
enforcement.
makes
Yeah, fix them.
mistakes.
Those are bad
Everybody has
mistakes.
those days. Everybody knows what I'm talking about.
So they're just going to get sued again.
I need a better hobby.
With
Oh,
the
look at that. You guys are so
skimming
close.
songs.
I said 55, y'all. I said 55. We're sitting at 51. Let's get
Give
this
it.
up.
I'm trying to do the goal. I'm trying to find the one that I need to complete my gift gallery.
You got to do the DJ Cats.
I know, I just can't find it with my eyeballs.
It's hard. I
don't
can't
know
find
why
it with
it's
my
missing.
eyeballs. Everybody has
I hate it. It needs to be in order of lowest to highest.
I did know today it was the 20-year anniversary of Hannah Montana. I also know it's the 20-year anniversary of. That's crazy, Sparky. I also do.
I do rugs for hobbies. Crazy.
What was it? High School Musical 20 year as well.
Ugh.
Sorry.
I'm so old.
No, you're. I hate when you say that.
I was old when that came out. Where the fuck is it? Oh, there it is.
What year did you graduate?
2009.
Graduated a year before Manny did.
Okay, there was that one. Was
Baby elephant.
It was so zoomed in. Jesus.
Dragon's Celt. I'll put it in the chat over here because sometimes I like making people feel old. Young whippersnappers is crazy, Blue.
Did you guys see that one today? Record cold wave
Yes.
expected to hit 40 states. Rarely seen anything like it before. Could the environmental insurrectionists please explain whatever happened to global warming?
Environmental insurrectionists?
Can anybody who understands anything about weather tell me why the winters are getting so cold? Because the summers are getting so warm. It is global warming creates an equal and opposite reaction. Weather and climate are not the same thing, also.
Nope.
Yeah, it's extremes on both ends.
Something's begun, but all those summer nights. Oh well, oh well, oh well. Oh. Oomph. Sorry.
Oomph.
That's how they say it.
Or this one. Record numbers all over the place. Should I try for a fourth term? Fourth?
My God.
Fourth. Can he count? How many terms has
No.
he had?
I can only count to 4.
Oh, God. Tism husband with weather explanation, I think.
Also, Scotty told check Palpay.
Okay.
This is another one of my tisms is the weather, right?
It is. This is true.
The scientists have credited the lack of sea ice for the reason why the cold is extending so far south. So, motherfucker, the lack of sea ice is caused by global warming. On that note, my greenhouse is really cold. So if you send Monica 5, I'll burn a Trump flag for you to heat my greenhouse.
Uh-oh.
Fuck you, Sparky.
You can't say fuck you, Sparky. You flirt with Sparky in Monica's Discord all the time.
Yep,
Speaking
that's
of
your
that, if
husband.
you guys want to check that out, link in bio for the both of us. If you want to check out the Discord, not necessarily to flirt with Monica's husband or Sparky, just to bring up, just we have fun conversations in there. Smoochies is crazy.
Jesus. W. Scotty for the 40 on the PalPay for Happy Friday. Thank you so much. Guys, our goal is almost complete. Let me change this number real quick. And then actually, I missed $1 yesterday.
You missed $1?
On PalPay, I missed it. I'm so sorry. I hope Jason is in here. Jason, I really, really hope you're in here. Either here or on the Tubes chat or the Purple Witch. Thank you so much.
Setting 8 on fire for Scotty.
Thank you so much for the $1. Thank you for correcting that dumb bigot regarding the Somalis. You rule. Yes, that was yesterday. That is going to be a clip. I will get that clipped and uploaded. So, W, thank you so much. I'm so sorry that I missed that yesterday. I fucked up.
I'm a mute Blue in your Discord.
You will start a war, but that's on you. I have nothing to do with that.
I've lived a good 24 years.
Hubby does get the swan sound.
Stop looking at me, Swan.
It's true.
Tube, are you scared?
The call line has been open this whole time. I'm just gonna go through, fucking Twitter stuff because you guys can't defend your man with facts.
Or you do mute people all the time. A bunch of British people are taking trips all over the U.S. and they currently are in Michigan right now. And I think it's really funny because they're going all to all the really pretty places in Michigan, and I'm very upset because I miss the pretty places. Like they're in Marquette, they were in Traverse City, they were in Grand Rapids and stuff, and I'm like, ugh.
I took a typing test yesterday, by the way.
Yeah, how'd it go?
65 words per minute. That's above the
That's not bad.
average. Yeah, that's not bad
That's
at all.
not bad at all.
Um,
I haven't looked at the titter. The titter. Oh, there we go.
Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for? Are you there? Do you need medical attention? They've called multiple times too. Like when I had the phone
That's
lines
crazy.
off, the number is in there. So you call.
Sparky said blue app.
Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
Hey, I was just calling in.
Yep. Age, state, and who did you vote for?
I voted for Biden I voted for Biden, and then I voted for Trump.
Okay.
And I did it. I'm not a Trump fan, but I'm in business, and it just, what happened with Biden was unfortunate. I think that the mental decline, I saw it from my own eyes, and I just felt bad. The guy's done a great, he's been in
Okay.
government
But
for a
you
long
voted.
time, but he just lost it at the end.
But you voted for Trump in 2024, correct?
Yeah.
Instead of voting for Kamala?
Yeah, I like Kamala, but, it's just like I had a football coach and I hated his guts, but we won the state championship,
So what are you supporting of Donald Trump then?
Well, I'm supporting just reducing the fraud, because we pay so many taxes and stuff. It's ridiculous how much we pay in taxes. And then you see all
What
these
does
people
what
just
does
ripping
fraud
off the
have to do?
government.
What does fraud have to do with taxes and how much you're paying in taxes?
Because I pay taxes to the government, and the government has programs, like the Feed the Kids was a scam.
Yeah, that was a scam. Who was
I
the
still like-
ringleader of that?
I'm not sure. I can't pronounce the guy's name.
Oh, it wasn't a guy. It was a woman. So maybe start there.
Oh, it was a woman.
Yeah.
So there was a guy that ran the restaurant that fed the people.
Sure. There were
was a
about
gentleman-
correct. There were about 80 other convictions
Right.
that were on top of, but this was the ringleader who was in charge of coordinating with those other people who would be criminals once they were convicted to be able to get this done. Her name is Amy Buck. She was a white woman who coordinated this, and these were, yes, COVID relief funds that would have been our taxes. And I agree with you. It was being investigated since Donald Trump's first term into Biden's term, and the convictions came under Biden's term.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
how do you feel
and
about
again-
Donald Trump pardoning fraudsters?
Listen, man. Like I said, I'm not a big fan, but if with the choices I had, I want
Right, but if
somebody
you're
that
if you're
is-
still supporting him now because of how he's handling fraud, he is pardoning it.
who do you pardon?
Oh, let's get the list. So the Chrisleys for one. Let's see, Trump's pardons for fraud. I had the other list in my Twitter, but I'm not going to be able
You
to
have
find
to
it.
look it up.
I have one in my Twitter, but it's buried, so I need to get. But I know the Chrisleys. Do you know who the Chrisleys were?
Chrisleys, whatever, man. I really don't give it. That has no effect on our economics.
What?
And that's where I'm at. I want
What?
Well, just I'm talking about economics here. Okay.
Sure. So fraud would be economics. So there was a woman.
Look at the train built to nowhere in California. I mean, the list goes
So here's
on.
the thing. What you're not going to do is pivot, but I will say that should be investigated. I have no problem with investigation. I need you to address the fact that we have people who are defrauding other people and they are being pardoned for it.
Okay, so the Chrisleys got it.
Where's the woman? Is that the ex-president of Puerto Rico he pardoned
Okay,
twice?
let me ask you this question: what did the Chrisleys have to do with any economic impact in America?
They don't, but if you have fraud, I would think you would. I would think you would care about fraud across the board. I think you would care about fraud across the board.
I do care about that. I'm just singling out what you brought up. You're the one that brought up the Chrisleys, which has nothing to do with economics of the country.
That's not what you said. You said fraud. You said your issue was with fraud. I
said
would think
fraud,
that
yeah,
you would
okay,
want.
okay, fraud.
So I would
fraud
think you would
according
care
to the
about fraud.
Well, our whole conversation has been about economics, pretty much.
No,
You're the one
you
that
just
brought the
added that
Chrisleys.
in there once you found out that he was pardoning people with fraud charges.
Okay,
Here
who else is he pardoned?
is.
Let me just
So,
do the conversation. Who is he pardoned that caused economic harm to the United States?
So you don't care about fraud. I mean,
I
all
do care about
fraud,
fraud. I'm
all
saying I care
fraud,
about
all
that
fraud
causes- I
causes
don't care about
economic.
this
All
political
fraud.
crap.
All fraud causes economic harm to the United States per the fact that we then spent our tax money pressing charges on these people, putting them through trial, convicting them and housing them, all for them to be pardoned, whereas they don't have to pay any restitution for their crimes. That is an economic harm to the American taxpayer.
Okay, what about USAID?
Ooh, what about it?
Yeah, that was huge fraud.
Where? Where was the fraud in USAID?
Oh my God, you're a fucking idiot, you fucking cunt.
Where was the fraud, babe? Just because you didn't like what they were spending doesn't mean it's
You're so full
fraud.
of shit. You're on there peddling your bullshit to get clicks, man. That's
No,
all
I'm
you
asking
fucking
you a
do.
question. Where was the fraud with his in USAID? He fucking crashed out fast on that one. He didn't want to be pressed
He's a
on that.
grumpy boy. He's a grumpy boy.
Why don't you look it up?
There wasn't
He's
fraud.
fucking
There wasn't
fucking
fraud
news. I'm
within
not gonna sit here and
USAID.
give you
It was your claim.
lesson on USAID. Why is it gone then? Okay, sweetheart. Why
Because
is
they
it gone?
got
Why
rid
was
of it,
banned?
sweetheart. They got rid of it. That doesn't mean there was fraud. They didn't like the spending that was being done, and they
Saying there was
act.
no fraud in USAID. Let me get
I didn't
this-
say
let me-
there
let
was
me-
no
let me-
fraud, but find it.
Okay, you're saying
Find
you
it.
just did. You just did.
Find it. Show me the fraud.
Huh?
Show me the fraud that they
I'm
found.
not gonna sit here and do your work for you.
No,
You're
this
the
is your work
podcaster,
because
you
it's.
should know.
This is your work because it's your claim. You claimed there was fraud within USAID. Find it. That's what I thought.
I think Sparky said check blue. And then we did reach the goal, so I sent you the two stickers if you want to pick out of the two.
Okay.
The other one I just had done a little bit ago, and I think it's super cute.
I was like, yeah, I had. So Sparky, W for things, the 10 on the Blue app. Thank you so much. Let me get this down. Get rid of that. There. Okay. So let's see. Which one do y'all want to see? You want to see the... No, I think this one. We'll show this one. Not on that screen. I need to be on this screen. Or they can't see it.
There we go. So there's one.
There's that one.
There's a possible idea for that one. I thought you guys would like the stupid single bitch sticker. And then Work Wives. It's me and Monty.
So, would you guys purchase stickers?
Would you guys want stickers?
Would you guys want stickers if we made stickers?
If we made stickers, would you guys want them? Would you cover... I thought the box on the head was perfect.
Yeah, no, I
you guys
love
would
it.
purchase stickers? Okay.
All right. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
Trump.
Okay, age and state.
53, Indiana.
All right, why are you still supporting Trump?
Why am I still supporting him? Well, he's probably the best president we've had since Reagan.
But what is he doing that makes him the greatest president since Reagan? He hung up. What the fuck? Bro, I can't even ask you guys questions where you have to think about it at all. You can't. You refuse. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
Hey, what's up, Moni? Hey, calling from California and voted for Trump.
Okay, how old are you?
33.
All right. Why are you still supporting Trump?
I guess the simple answer is there's not much other people to support right now. So
Well,
until politics kind of gets a little more honest, I don't know if it ever will be. And it's kind of hard, I guess, to find someone else to support Moni.
well, you don't
Just
have
wanted
to
to say
support
real
him,
fast.
though. You don't have to. That's a choice you're making every single day to support him.
Definitely, and you're right. That is a choice right now until I have another choce that I can support.
Oh, so then just
wanted to say
no,
real fast, Moni. Love your avatar with the little pretzel, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I would advise you. I'm hanging up. That was me. I would advise you to just not support him. You can just not support him. You don't have to support him. I get it. We don't have any options until midterms. Vote in your midterms. We don't have any options until 2028. Vote in 2028. But that doesn't mean that you have to support him at all. Like, what? Peabody, I don't want to talk about that. But yes, I think you're probably right. Oh, Kayla, you scared me. Guys, we have 58,000 likes. Let's try to get that up to 65,000 while we were sitting here. Guys, the phone lines are back open. If you can have a conversation based off of factual evidence and not your fifis, that would be wonderful. Where did I want to put this? This was in... Oh, yeah, this was in the Minnesota fraud document, but I have a section for Trump fraud and fraud pardons. That's just the DOJ, and then I can get my list that is specific to fraud. Let's see.
Ari, damn.
What happened?
It's her, I'll explain in a minute.
Oh, okay. They didn't...
Did they hang up?
Yeah. What happened?
Yeah, Ari stalker ticket.
Oh.
It's great. Can you stop fucking with shit?
Why can't they make it in a nice little list?
Why are
form
you
for me?
going after my
That's what I want.
chapstick? Good thing I never liked that chap.
Springy Eye, how are you today?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it. I'm a friendly.
Not a problem at all. I appreciate you. It happens. I've tapped into boxes accidentally all the time. All right. Phone line is back open. All right. So he pardoned Devin Archer, who his offense was conspiracy to commit securities fraud and securities fraud. We have Trevor Milton, securities fraud and wire fraud, Arthur Hayes and Ben Dello for violating Bank Secrecy Act. Let's see, let's go back down to this list. I don't know why you guys don't care about fraud. No sedition, I want fraud. What's that? It's hard. He's pardoned so many people. Let's just control F fraud. There we go. All right. Ross Ulbricht for fraud with identification documents. Conspiracy to commit money laundering. Rod Blagojevich. I've heard this name before. Wire fraud, 10 counts. Conspiracy, attempted extortion, corrupt solicitation of funds. I'll bring that up for you guys. Let's see, Brian Kelsey, conspiring to defraud the United States in violation of 18 U.S.C. 371 with aiding and abetting the acceptance of excessive campaign contribution in violation of 52 U.S.C., bunch of statute numbers. He pled guilty to charges related to his attempts to funnel campaign money from his state legislative seat toward his failed 2016 congressional bid. Huh. Interesting. You guys care about fraud, right? Here's the Devin Archer one. If you guys don't know about Devin Archer, we've heard the name before because of the Hunter Biden shit. In 2015, Archer urged the I apologize to the indigenous people for butchering this name, Oglala tribe to issue $60 million of bonds. Archer and his associates used the funds from bond sales for themselves instead of investing the money for the benefit of the community. Shocker. I'm shocked. He was pardoned. Here was Trevor Milton. He defrauded investors. Milton's attorneys in the case were two lawyers in connection to Trump. Are we shocked? Michael Fior, conspiracy to commit wire fraud, 6 counts. Fior collected over $70,000 in charitable donations to erect a memorial to fallen Las Vegas police officers. Wow. I thought we backed the blue. She spent all the money on personal and political expenses, including cosmetic surgery and her daughter's wedding. She received a pardon while awaiting sentencing. You guys seen Trump seen Oglala. Okay, Oglala. I apologize. The Oglala tribe. Trump cares about fraud? Say it again. What is my take on the Minnesota fraud, Ryan? What about it specifically? Like my take on which part of it? The Feed Our Families fraud that was investigated from 2018 to 2021 when we then got convictions for Amy Bach. And I think it's been so far about 80 other co-conspirators for committing fraud with that money. I think that they did their job there. Is it slow? Yeah. Is there a rampant fraud problem in regards to oversight of funds that are being given? And especially with COVID funds. There was an issue with COVID funds and we knew that. I think that that's a problem. Amy Bach is not Somali, by the way. Let's look up Amy Bach. Amy Bach, mastermind of Minnesota's biggest fraud scheme, says, I wish I could go back and do things differently. Of course you do, you dumb bitch. You got caught. There she is. Does that look like a Somali to you? It's not. They are lying to you. Granted, yes. Here, look. We'll read it. Prosecutors have charged 78 defendants connected to Feeding Our Future. I apologize, I've been saying it wrong, Feeding Our Families. It was Feeding Our Future. With more than 60 pleading guilty or convicted at trial. Nearly all are East African or of Somali descent, except for Amy Bach, who organized it. But you guys don't talk about Amy Bach. The thing is, the fraud being from Somalis isn't Somalis commit fraud. These ones did. If you would have held on for one more second, I was going to answer the phone call, but I guess you have no patience. But anyone, regardless, hear me, tubes, anyone, regardless of their race or where they came from, should be investigated and convicted of fraud. If there's fraud there, investigate it. Do the job. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
Hey, so did you hear about that Somalian woman that ran over that kid?
The correct term would be Somali, and no, what are you referring to?
Well, you do realize that you hung up on me a couple of days ago. I'm the one who said that male and female are the only two things that exist.
That would be sex versus gender, and you can't back that up by any source.
I bet you $5 says I can. I'm a nurse. You want to debate this or what?
But I'm not going to take your evidence. I'm going to take. Do you have anybody from the American?
I'm a nurse.
The American Association, the American Association, right? I'm also a nurse. The American Association of Pediatrics, the American Psychology. Any of those agree with you?
The American Association of Pediatrics, is that where your paid doctors
tell that's what I thought. That's why we don't talk about that. Wild pivot into transphobia, my guy.
Also, which year? Because I only see 2025 and 2016.
Allegedly.
So what year?
You think I'm going to answer you again? That's cute. No, I don't want to leave my live. Stop it. Oh, I apologize. Let me see what we got going on in here. Chrissy, Chrissy, for finishing out the goal for the day. Keep for the 431. Keep doing what you're doing. Happy Friday. Have an amazing weekend. Thank you. I was so sick of the uneven ass number and y'all torturing me with change today.
I still have. I think I still have 20 left on my goal. I think I could be mistaken. I don't remember.
So we need to help out my work wife Olive to get the rest of her goal down. Was it 20? What was your thing scrolling before we left?
Let me double check. Let me actually open my studios. 15.
Wow.
Actually, 5. Hi, Moth. Yeah, we're fucking around.
What's happening in the Discord right now?
Well, in your Discord, I don't know what's going on there. I'm fucking around in a ticket with
I've heard
a few
about
other
this.
wonderful women. Oh no, a man on the internet who hides behind not a real photo of himself and pretends he's so up top and shit wants to call me fat and tell me to go to the gym.
Anyway, we'll see you in those spicy links later, I'm sure. Phone lines are back open. If you would like to have a conversation based off of factual evidence and not your feelings and off of what you think is a trust me, bro, I'm not going to believe you. Do I know you? Do you think that I would believe that you're a nurse? You could just be lying and being a fucking transphobe because nothing in regards to the scientific community agrees with you. And I don't debate the existence of my friends. But it was a wild pivot from talking about a Somali woman allegedly. And if she did, she needs to serve time for it. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
38 Washington Harris.
Oh, W. Do you plan to vote in your midterms?
I do. I should be. I say that, but my ass, I don't even know if I got the papers or anything. I'm so stupid. I don't really know when the fuck they are.
When your primaries are. Are you in Washington State?
Yeah.
So do you
Lucky.
have anybody? That's where I was born. Do you have anybody who's up in 2026? Let's see. 2026 Washington State races. I would assume. Ballotpedia. Do you know who your congressional candidate is? in your district?
I do not. I am solid ignorant when it comes to politics, who's running, and who the hell is who.
No, that's okay. So those are your state candidates. So those are. We have a lot in the primary. You have a lot of state candidates. I'm trying to look for the actual elections. So yeah, you have U.S. Congress special elections, state executives, state legislators. So we've got quite a bit of elections, it looks like. I'm going to have to get more information on that. Yeah, so that's what I would urge you to do. I would urge you to, you can go and just Google who is the congressional representative for my district, and they'll probably ask you your zip code, and you type that in, and they will be able to get that for you, and just find out if anybody is up, who's running, and who you agree with, and yeah, just vote in those midterms.
Yeah, kind of, because I know I got the pamphlet with all the people and stuff. Dear God, that's probably still sitting on my coffee table, actually. That wasn't too long ago, but yeah,
so it's just going to depend on the
times when it
district you're
comes to voting.
in. So yeah, there's like District 1, the incumbent is Democrat Susan Delbane. So it's just going to depend on what district you are in. So yeah, I would just advise you to Google that and find out, and then you can find out who your candidate's going to be and when your primaries are.
Yar.
Oh, your primary elections are on August 4th. I already found it.
Can I actually write that down?
Yeah, so regular election's going to be November 3rd, like it usually is for election years, but your primary takes place August 4th. And you are in Washington State, so you should be getting those relatively early because you guys have mail-in ballots. So,
yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I
right.
appreciate you calling in, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend.
Yeah, you too. I called for no really good reason because everybody in the comments kind of just slapped them down anyway. That the nurse who
Yeah.
who tried to say that, like, you know, oh, paid doctors. It's like, dude, you're a nurse. Those doctors know 100 times more than fucking you do, man. So
Well,
calling
these
them
are boards.
paid doctors
These are boards
is
of
just fucking
doctors that
whack.
have to agree. It's not just like a couple of them or a handful. They like
Yeah, they're the guys who will cherry pick an opinion piece
Mhm.
in some smut site and freaking
Yep.
say that, oh, a study's been done, and it's like, no, it was one dude with a freaking finger on a keyboard. That was it, man. But
Well,
yeah,
I appreciate you. I wouldn't say you called for no reason because we were able to figure out when your primary elections are. So yeah, just puts a little bit more
Yeah.
work on you. But other than that, I think totally worth it.
yeah, no, thank you very much.
Bye. I don't know
Bye.
if I can turn it on in here like that.
By the way, if you are in Minnesota, District 47 Alpha, Minnesota District 64 Alpha, Texas District 18, Texas Plano. I've been saying it wrong the whole time, so I think it's Plano.
Plano. Yeah.
And then Texas Senate or State Senate District 9. You guys have a few elections coming up. Specifically, so the 27th, Minnesota has 2 general elections going on. That's for the 47 Alpha and the 64 Alpha. The 31st is all Texas. So all the Texas ones, I said, you guys have elections coming up. Make sure you guys are registered to vote to go show out and do the good thing. I'll be making a video about it.
W. That. I will turn the phone lines on in just a second. I'm trying to look at this. Yeah, that. Okay. Because I don't know if I can turn on donations yet. I was asked on the tubes if I can. So I'm trying to, I don't know that I can yet. It depends on my watch hours. Like, yes, I hit the other one, but I don't know if I can. Oh, the boss is here. Hi, Ari.
Hi.
All right. How we doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm laughing.
Oh, what's happening over there? Yeah.
You can see it, Moni. I made sure you had permission to see it. That's why I said, guys, if y'all want to see it, let me know. I can add people to the ticket. That's the best thing. Who wants to see it? I will add y'all
Just
right
for them
now.
to be
Let me know
bullied
in
is
the chat.
wild.
Like, okay. Gotcha. We're doing this right now. Okay, we got Kayla. Boop. Eric, you're not in the Discord, so I can't help you. I'm gonna go ahead and add Peabody.
Yeah, throw Peabody in the mix.
Turn the phone lines back on. Guys over on the tubes, I might not be quite eligible yet. I put in for the things. I have to look at that today. I'll do it.
I don't know. I don't know if you're in the Discord or not. No, you're not in there. Sorry. Cheeky.
If you guys want to join the Discord Ari is talking about, link is in my bio. I actually have a section in Ari's Discord.
Yeah, and I do need you to be fully verified before I even add you to this to just
Touche.
view it, because this is funny.
It's Ari's
It's not
Discord.
being nosy. He's just literally like, go to ticket number 419. Okay.
The Peabody goes, what did I get?
What did I get? What did I win?
What did I win?
Guys on the tubes, the phone lines are back open.
Ooh, Lenati, that's a great ad. Ooh. He doesn't want to get a Latina. He claims that English is not his first language. No, Jeff.
Not that one.
If any man wants to go in and stomp on him too and hurt his feelings, because he just seems to like calling women bitches. Blue, you're in there too.
Thank you for calling the stream. H State, who'd you vote for?
I actually, this last election, didn't vote. I didn't really see a super clear and obvious choice. But I think if we were to do the election again this year, I'd probably vote for Trump.
Cool. Do you plan to vote in your midterms?
I'll have to see. I'm not a person that really just like votes because there's an R or a D.
No,
in front
that's.
of someone's name.
I agree with you. That's my whole point in asking. Do you know who your congressional representative is?
Congressional, no. I know I recently moved to Ohio. I think if the election were happening this year, I'd probably vote for Vivek.
Well, that's for governor. Yeah.
Yeah. Congressional, again, I'm
Sure.
more focused on my career these years, but I would have to look into it.
What about Vivek's policies do you like?
I think that I'm more of a fan of fiscal conservatism. I'm more liberal when it comes to like social ideas. Some of them I'm a little bit more conservative on.
Sure, but when have the Republicans ever actually been fiscally liberal? Because they spend more money in office than anyone.
What do you mean by that? Can you give me an example?
They're always the ones who are voting to raise the debt ceiling. They are always the one who are increasing the debt.
I disagree with that, mostly because under Obama's administration, I think inflation was much worse. We are seeing a little bit of a trend downwards.
What was the average inflation under? What was inflation when Biden left?
I think it was like just over 3. I think we're at 2.4 or 2.7 now.
We're at
Again,
2.7 with
today.
missing.
I know.
Currently, we are at 2.7 with missing information. When Biden left office, it was what I've looked at is 2.9, but I've also seen 3.0.
Yeah. So I mean, again, it's a trend downwards, which
Based off of missing information.
That's your interpretation on.
It's
on
not.
missing information.
It's not. It's not my interpretation.
Okay. Well, I mean, like, I'm trying to like have a civil conversation.
I am having a civil conversation with you. I am making you be accountable for sources. So let me get the latest CPI, which is going to be the index. Okay. Can you see my stream even if you have it turned down?
I turned it down, but I'm willing to go look
You don't have to put the volume on, but I'm going to show on the screen where we have the latest information that we have for the CPI for inflation for December of 2025 at 2.7%. But then you look at the chart, October and November are missing numbers. So this is not my interpretation. They are making data based off of missing information.
Okay, I've got your stream pulled up.
Sure.
Apparently, I like to call. Am I hearing the wrong thing, or?
Well, there's going to be a
Or
little
maybe
bit of...
maybe it's on a delay. Never mind. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
it's just
pull
on a
the stream
delay.
up. It's definitely on a delay,
Mhm.
and again, I'm driving. But like, okay, so if you're telling me that it's based on missing information, is that like? And this is like a problem I have with the common discourse. Is like, I think that everyone is within their very much like echo chamber. I think we all look at like very similar information, and based on your sources, you're like, oh my gosh, this is all made up, and then under the Biden administration, it was the conservatives also being like, oh my God, it's all made up. They're all changing. Like, all we have is information that our current echo chamber is feeding us.
This is information
But
from the government.
but you're saying from the government, okay, but it's October and November missing, you're saying, correct?
Correct.
And I'm on the road. I don't have my laptop in me. I don't have the links all in front of me. But like, again, within my own echo chamber, and I understand that like I get online and my algorithm feeds me certain information from the sources that I've seen. Like that seems to be not the case. We do have the inflationary and like spending data over the last 4 or 5 years, and I think, would you be willing to concede that it got extremely bad under the Biden administration?
Inflation
Like, it
hit
exponentially grew.
inflation hit a high at 9% in the month of June of the year of 2022. From that point in time, it steadily started going down, and we know that the inflation increased across the world globally during that same time, during that same year, because of supply chain issues in regards to the pandemic. We were the fastest recovering nation in the G7.
So okay, but in 2022,
Mhm.
right? That's 2 years into Biden's presidency, and
It's 1 year.
Again,
It's
like,
1 year.
Well, he was inaugurated in 2021.
Correct.
Okay. Well, I'll give that to you. Okay.
Sure.
It was 1 year in, but like I also find this like this fallacy in thought where it's like, if anything good happens under a Democrat's administration, it's because of the Democrats. But if anything bad happens under the Democrats regime, it's just an echo of Trump's policies. And I don't think that you can.
It depends on what it is. It depends on what it is. Let me be very clear with you real quick. I'm not a Democrat. I'm a registered independent who happens to be farther left than the Democrats. So if you want me to critique the Democrats, I will. But I only will do so based off of factual information.
And I also consider myself a moderate, but you can't. But I think that, okay, so you're further left than a Democrat. I think a lot of the current Democratic Party, much like the Republican Party, is feckless. They do things to enrich themselves.
Sure.
And most of their policies are forward-facing, so their constituents vote for them.
Sure.
In the next policy, in the next election.
Mhm.
My personal opinion when I talk about like fiscal conservatism is I see a lot of these like government programs that are like championed by the left with like very, very, very little oversight.
That's not true.
And to me, like,
But that's not true. The
again, like-
oversight being little is not true.
okay, so I mean, like, what happened in Minneapolis? I think for me that's such a blatant case of fraud.
Which
And
part?
when I see
Which part?
Okay, let's go into the daycares. Let's go into the daycares. I think that has been provably like.
Where's the proof of fraud in the daycare system in Minneapolis?
How do you prove a negative?
That would be
Like,
a
how do you-
positive.
how do you-
You are claiming that would be a positive claim. The positive claim is that there is fraud within the daycare center in Minneapolis. Prove it.
Okay, so for example, the Craigslist ads requesting to hire child actors. The guy who went on TV wearing $3,000 glasses saying, "Oh, by
Where's
some random coincidence, someone broke into our daycare last night and just so happens to steal all of our documentation proving that we have people here. I mean, I think
was this
that if
funded
you
by
were
the
gonna write-
government? Was this funded by the government?
Yes.
What
yes,
was this
it's funded
called?
by the
Where was
government.
this place called?
I don't remember the name off the top of my head. I'm not an expert.
Did you watch the entire 40 minutes of Nick Shirley's interview by chance? Or his fucking stupid video?
Which one? That he's been on countless different interviews.
No, he
And
did
I
a
think
right.
that you
He
can
did an
remove-
initial 40-minute interview for which he gained a ridiculous amount of viral fame. He just recently did a Channel 5 interview where he didn't have any facts behind him. He just repeats what he says.
So, do you think the DOJ going in there and being like, we have approximately $9 billion worth of fraud, do you think that they're just making that up? Do you think it's politically motivated?
I think it is politically motivated. I think there's probably fraud. I think it should be investigated. I think they should be there and it should be investigated. Tim Walz has welcomed an investigation into that. I have no problem with any of that. My problem is taking that rhetoric in regards to investigation of fraud and applying it to an entire group of marginalized people.
And the other side of that.
The ad
coin
was a
is,
prank, by the
like,
way.
Okay, the other side of that coin would be like, if
Did you
you're
hear
then
me?
saying, no, we actually shouldn't do an investigation because it's
Who
racism,
said that?
which I've heard that argument
Who?
as well. And like you
By
may not
political,
believe
no,
that may
by
not be-
political, who in the political sphere has said we do not need to do any investigation?
Well, I saw like countless people protesting the investigations off the get-go.
I don't care about
Furthermore,
protesters. Those
like,
are everyday Americans. Who within the Democratic sphere, the political sphere, is saying that we should not investigate?
So are you telling me that Jacob, the I forget his first name,
Mayor
didn't
Fry.
go on TV and say that this was Jacob Fry was all just racism. This was all just people hating the Somali community. And like I'm a
He didn't
immigrant
say that.
myself. Like,
That's
my
not what he
parents
said.
are immigrants. I have nothing against immigrants, but like at the same time, I think that if you like put the backdrop behind an investigation of like this is all politically motivated, this is all bad, like we're not gonna cooperate, and immediately CNN was out there running cover, and it's just like my point of view is just like why am I supposed to follow the law and follow commands and do the right thing when and pay my taxes when I know that there is rampant fraud and there is pushback?
There's not.
from
You
a
have not shown me
specific-
proof of rampant fraud. Did you hear me when I said that the Craigslist ad that you talked about was found to be a prank?
Which one?
Let's see. Oh, there were multiple. A viral Craigslist advertisement posted on January 1st of 2026, which sought 20 trial doctors for Minneapolis daycare, was confirmed to be a prank. The ad, which appeared in the general labor section for Hennepin County, offered $1,500 per day for children to pose as attendees during state inspections. The source: the ad was created by Joey LaFleur, co-host of the online prank show GoofCon 1. Why don't you guys Google anything?
I do try to Google that one, and if I'm wrong on that piece of evidence, I do concede. I apologize for bringing that up.
Okay.
But I think that
Mayor Fry also said, the fraud is very real. And by the way, when somebody commits fraud, and there are many that have done that, you investigate it, you charge, you prosecute, and yeah, you put the person in jail as an individual. You put the person, you do not hold an entire community, any community, accountable for the actions of individuals. So would you like to concede on that point as well?
Can you repeat your point again? I'm sorry.
This is a quote.
To be honest, I was already thinking of my response.
Right.
And that's a poor debate tactic, so I do apologize.
Sure. So you were saying that Jacob Fry was talking about it's all racism, blah, 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 there's no fraud. This is a quote from him. Quote, "The fraud is very real. And by the way, when somebody commits fraud, and there are many that have done that, you investigate it, you charge, you prosecute, and yeah, you put the person in jail as an individual. You put the person, he said it again. You put the person in jail as an individual. You do not hold an entire community, any community, accountable for the actions of individuals." So he's fine with investigating fraud.
Okay, and everything he said there, I agree with. What
Sure.
happened to the Feeding Our Future trial and case?
they're currently still being charged and convicted. We've had over 80 convictions, or what was it? I just looked this up. I just had it. Let me go.
Why
get
are
it.
they getting released?
Who's being released? Who's been released?
Multiple judges have come out and released. Again,
show me one.
I don't have my laptop in front of me. I could pull it out. One of the main conspirators and his wife have both been released since then. The judge stating that there wasn't enough evidence, although a jury convicted them.
Let's see. Main conspirator of Feeding Our Future and his wife.
Children released by judge's order,
Released
despite
by
a jury convicting them.
No. I'm not seeing that anywhere.
Okay, I mean, I'm sorry, Google search didn't find it, but again.
No, I'm looking at actual sources. I'm looking at actual sources.
Let me see if I can Google it. And so hopefully I can pull up a name.
Yeah, I know the ringleader. Do you know her name?
I'm atrocious with names. I know it was a white woman.
Yeah, her name is Amy Buck.
Yes, that's
the judge approved the preliminary order for the roughly $5.2 million forfeiture just before New Year's Eve. Amy Buck, 44, the founder of the Minnesota nonprofit Feeding Our Future, was found guilty last March following a 6-week trial alongside co-defendant Salim Syed, a Somali-American restaurant owner.
Yeah, she was, I know, the ring leader.
Right, so all I'm seeing is that she needed to forfeit her earnings to the court. I'm not seeing where anybody was released.
So, yeah, I think, again, I want to see the pictures of the people to make sure I'm talking about the right people. I don't want to...
They're the ringleaders of the Feeding Our Future.
It was the name is ABDIFATAH, and then the last name is YUSUF. Again, convicted by a jury, released by a judge who happens to be left-leaning. She stated that there wasn't enough evidence, although obviously a jury convicts someone without, they need to all reach a consensus based on the evidence. So for a judge to then
different. This is not
unilaterally
Feeding
come
Our
in and
Future.
I'm pretty sure it was the Feeding Our Future, wasn't it?
You're talking about Abida Fada Yusuf in Hennepin County?
Yeah, I believe that's the one.
No, this is Medicaid fraud, which I'm not saying is better or worse. Let me
Oh,
find...
okay. So maybe it was Medicaid fraud. I know it was part of those 80 people that were initially convicted. And
No,
again,
because
80
that would
is a
have been
very
tied
small-
to Feeding Our Future. It was not tied to Feeding Our Future. And he has not been released. He's not been released.
I'm literally looking at
Let's see,
an
what's
article
this
that
one?
says the opposite.
What are you looking at? What news source?
This one is from, hold on.
Because I might have the wrong name, and that's fine.
This one is from Fox SA San Antonio.
Fox San Antonio.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know why.
And
they
what's
did
the
an article
title?
on it. Again, this
What's
was
the
just one
title of the article?
A judge in Minnesota is currently facing backlash for overturning a pair involved in Medicaid fraud.
Let's see. Minnesota judge slammed for overturning conviction of pair. Let's see. Let's read this. For overturning a conviction, let's see. Tafun was charged last year, found guilty. Why? What was their reasoning? Let's see.
I think that it was a total of $7.2 million.
Yeah,
that they
correct.
stole.
Okay, but they don't have anything
Again, I just-
but they don't
I
have
Googled
anything
it,
that
now
proves this. According to the New York Post. That's not a good source. Where the fuck? There's nothing. There is nothing that shows that he was released. Nothing.
I mean,
It's Facebook.
He was, though.
Where?
I mean,
Show me where he
the
was released,
conviction
because
was over.
no, because this Fox article which I don't know why San Antonio would be doing it at all, doesn't show me anything where he was released. It just says it, but it doesn't show me proof, not a picture, not a written judge order of release, because there would be an order from the judge written of release. That would be a PDF document. The search.
Is that your burden of proof on every article, or only ones that are?
My burden of proof. So news sources in general, news sources, any news source, I don't care who the fuck it is. That what the news is
severely edited. I agree.
The news are second. So the news are secondary sources, right? They just report on things.
Yes, correct.
Sure. So for every news source, I require what they're citing as the primary source. This source just said it and didn't have anything else behind it. The second source underneath that is Facebook, also citing that Fox News article. So where is this written order from a judge that released him?
Okay, and I concede that I don't have that information on me, but like...
That's like the third thing you've conceded on, my guy. Jesus Christ.
So not to like derail from here, but God, this is getting so fucking weird.
I'm really...
Olive, go to venting.
I'm reading this right now.
No, go to venting and look at her profile picture. That the drafts is him with his P3DO stash.
Huh.
It's him after he was just like, prove it's me.
He conceded like 3 times, Ryan. He conceded 3 different fucking times because he doesn't know what he's talking about. He listened to some 20-year-old named Nick Shirley lie and didn't look into any of that information himself.
Interesting.
Like the DOJ has information on this person, and nowhere in the DOJ has there been an update on them being released.
It's her brother. I can't fucking with what?
Parker's.
Yeah, look, I found from HHS about his conviction, nothing about a release.
Oh God.
He will be sentenced. That was in August, so he's been Minnesota
nice.
General's office.
You are? Okay.
There's nothing about it being overturned except for this one article.
Fucking Davo.
Wow. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
Hey, yeah, I'm on your stream. Okay.
Yep, age, state, and who did you vote for?
I got a question.
Can I get your age, your state, and who you voted for first?
My age first. I'm 18. I voted for Trump.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Not if you're 18. No, you didn't.
Yeah, you can.
What's your birthday?
I mean, I can.
What's your birthday?
Birthday?
Yeah.
You want my birthday?
What's the year that you were born?
2008. My family voted for Trump, if that counts.
Oh, so not you. Okay, got it. Thanks. Math is math, dummy. You were 17.
Not her trying to double down that it's her brother in the picture without saying this. Oh my God, this is hilarious. I love shit getting juicy.
That one, I saved it. Yes.
I think it's a turkey.
Oh no!
I'm really
That's
convinced
in regards
it's a
to that
turkey.
guy being 17.
It's a turkey.
Well, yeah, that 17-year-old can be a turkey as well.
Phone lines are back open, guys. I'm here for 10 more minutes. Phone lines are back open.
Oh my God, Parker's.
Oh, I'm gonna
That
blue.
blew.
Count out in a minute. The fuck was that? Is he speaking today again, or is this old? Oh, I don't know what the fuck that is. Fucking Davo. Unemployment records only account for the people who are actively looking for a job and still applying in the last year. Yep, all right. Talk about Davos. What about Davos, Robbie? What would you like to discuss per Davos? The fucking embarrassment on the world stage that the United States was? It's ridiculous. I don't understand how Republicans and MAGA don't see a fucking issue with this. How you can listen to this man speak and say, yep, that's my guy. Talk about mess. What does that mean? MES. Davo, what you talking about? Like, they just don't live in fucking reality anymore. And they're speaking outside again, so they have their fancy glass in front of them. Like, the shit that he... Yeah, reality is negotiable. The fucking shit he said about the UK and their troops for Afghanistan was disgusting.
Yep.
Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
Hey, I think the line dropped. If it's okay with you, can we finish our conversation? If not, I completely understand.
What were we
But I
speaking
think
about?
my line just dropped. I think we were mostly speaking about like the Minnesota fraud.
Yeah, you conceded on 3 different points because you've never read anything about this.
I have though. What?
Obviously
okay,
not.
what
You were
points did I
wrong about
concede
3
on
different things.
Okay, the Craigslist ad.
Mhm.
I conceded on. What was the other one?
What
were the other 2 that I conceded?
Mayor Jacob Fry saying that it was all racism and there was no fraud.
I never conceded that point. He has definitely used racism as a reason.
You
why
said that he had said not to investigate, that there was no fraud, and I showed you where he did say investigate fraud.
No, I don't think I said that. I think I said Mayor.
Men. So that was 2. And then you conceded about Abi Tafaya Youssef being released. Cool. Anyway, you can call back next week when you actually read. Instead of calling me, instead of taking your time to watch me, get off of my stream and go read about the things you've been told. If you have been told something, like this is what I want everyone to do. That is people on my side too. If somebody tells you something, I don't care who it is, they tell you something, write it down. Look, legal pad, pen. Write it down. Go look it up. Don't just believe it. Go look it up. If a judge had released Youssef, there would be an order for that, a PDF file from like the court listener for that order to be released for the overturning of the conviction. You would be able to find that. That didn't happen. It is racist to apply fraud happening from an individual group of people who just happen to, some of them, be Somali, and applying that to the entirety of the Somali population like this administration is doing. That is racist. Maybe didn't mean it. But anyway, the phone lines are back open for, we can probably get one more in that's not that guy. Like I said, go research some of the things you believe. Things that you truly think are true. I want you to go research them. Also, that was something I did mean to bring up. Where did I think that's for a different thing though. I don't think Argentina paid the $1 billion towards the Board of Peace, did they? They just joined it for the year.
Correct.
Okay, yeah, because you have to pay the $1 billion for your permanent residency in the board. So Argentina better not have paid that. Babe, I tried to bring you up on the panel and you weren't there anymore.
So I was reading the article, so I did find it.
Did you find the
his
order?
Conviction was overturned because Minnesota reviews their cases. So I sent you the link, but he wasn't even the one managing the company. His brother managed the company. Therefore, Yusuf was unaware that the fraud was happening. So, yeah, his conviction got overturned.
Oh, because he wasn't a part of it.
Yeah, I sent you the article. Okay, bye.
Bye. Let me type it in here. Let's see. A juror defended the decision, which is crazy, to toss out.
Gosh, the simping is so fucking weird.
I can find it from here. Let's see. There's that one. It's an NBC affiliate. All right. All right, let's read this. Juror defends judge's decision to toss out guilty verdict in $7.2 million fraud case. Again, let's see. While other jurors expressed disappointment, one juror reached out to share that she believes what Judge Sarah West wrote in her order. To share that she believes. Okay. After Hennepin County Judge Sarah West set aside a judge's guilty verdict in a $7.2 million fraud case, the KARE 11 report that broke the story went viral. Much of the reaction centered around criticism of the judge taking the decision out of the jury's hands. That led Samantha Ely, a 28-year-old member of the jury that rendered the verdict, to reach out and say she has a different viewpoint. I agree with her decision. There was fraud going on. I don't care about her interview, to be honest. So Yusuf's company, Promise Health, claimed to provide personal care assistance services, but the jury agreed with the prosecution's theory that they stole about $7.2 million in taxpayer money by overbilling, double billing, and billing for services they never provided. By the way, that's the highest form of fraud from Medicaid, is people who administer it. It's the companies who receive it, not the people. Remember that, MAGA. As the company's owner, Yusuf received about $1.1 million in large and irregular payments directly to his personal bank accounts, according to the prosecutors. But in her review of the testimony and evidence while deciding a defense motion for acquittal, Judge West decided that it was possible that Yusuf's brother, who managed the company, committed all the fraud, that Yusuf himself was unaware of it. That reasonable hypothesis, other than guilty under Minnesota standard of review in circumstantial evidence cases, warranted a judgment of acquittal, West ruled. That's Ely's viewpoint again, which I don't care about. I would still like to see the order. So let's see. Sarah West. Acquittal. Where is quoted by Newsweek? I don't care about that. Why can't any of you, unless it's sealed? In her order, West said the original conviction had relied substantially on circumstantial evidence. Yeah, and by the way, it is very unusual for a judge to overturn a jury's verdict. So that review must have been interesting. Where the fuck is the order? I want the damn order. But again, even then, your point was that some renewable 3-year memberships to Board of Peace without paying. Okay, yeah. So again, the issue is that your claim is that she's some sort of leftist judge who doesn't care about fraud and that's why she overturned a conviction. All that I'm finding, again, I would still like to see the fucking order, and I can't find that, and it's really fucking annoying. But what I'm finding is that they did a judicial review and found that there was the evidence that was used to convict him was circumstantial, and there could be the reasonable doubt of it possibly being his brother. So if anybody could find that order, that would be great, because everything else is just news stories repeating the same information. It's really frustrating that they don't link the order. But yeah, anyway, there's that, I guess. All right, we'll do this one more again. I have time. The phone lines are back open, guys. One more again, and then I'm gonna have lunch while you guys torture your food in the other Discords. Any sleep suggestions, Jedi? Rugs? I don't know.
Tango Hotel Charlie, if you're up for it, I honestly think one of the biggest things you can do is personally take a step back and even just mindlessly scroll is the best thing to do. I know normally after when Monty goes live, I usually will like kind of just scroll around mindlessly.
Yeah, just usually go to RTP and catch up on what I do is I finish watching RTP and then I start it over and catch up what I missed in the morning.
That's what I do.
I don't have enough time to listen to all the things all the time. I need more hours in the day. Okay, that one. No, what is that? Why is he talking about brothels, JD Vance? What the fuck? He said one of the... What the fuck? One of the things you would find outside of pagan brothels was baby skeletons. What?
Huh?
Yes! Oh, while we're here, actually, let me bring... Let's do this again. You guys are telling me JD Vance is the guy I gotta worry about in 2028? Really? Really? Let's listen to him talk about the economy again.
Oh, no.
Something I want you to hear. The Democrats talk a lot about the affordability crisis in the United States of America. And yes, there is an affordability crisis, one created by Joe Biden's policies. You don't turn the Titanic around overnight. It takes time to fix what was broken. I said earlier.
Huh? The Titanic, a ship famous for turning around.
Turn around.
Is he saying that the Titanic didn't sink?
And he's comparing the economy to the Titanic? Show the clip. What clip, Dio? The one where he called it the Titanic? I just did.
I just want to point something out. Big men and their fifis. Oh, sorry, small men in their fifis. Let me be accurate. It's definitely small man fifi syndrome.
Parker's turkey fucker.
Oh.
I walked away from that device so I can actually do what I usually do when I'm home on my lunch break.
I'm gonna leave the last sentence, but I'm just gonna read it for once. Not gonna lie, I have to go take another shower after talking to Bambi's turkey fucker brusband. That was the last sentence.
I LOL'd. That's her brother. So wait, so is she married to her brother? God, that should be the real question. Somebody invite Allie in here. So she knows what we're talking. I'm so sorry. We have stolen your live. I am so sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. I'm looking at this. I don't know who's answering because it's not this guy. But they're asking him about the father and son, the 5-year-old who were detained. And they're not answering questions very well. But I don't know who's answering. I don't think.
Why would they answer questions in any intelligible manner?
Yeah.
We've already proven.
So they asked,
We've already proven one.
Does the father have a criminal record?
I just
We've already proven one that doesn't understand.
Allie should be coming.
And Eli, by the way, you have access to that ticket if you've been reading it. I don't know.
I will have to get back to
video.
you with any of this in-depth criminal history, but he was in the United States illegally, and I believe he'd been ordered removed. Yep.
I believe he was ordered removed. Where's the removal order?
Yeah, why don't they never? Who was that? Oh, some random.
The family came across the family unit illegally a few years back. I can't get the date off the top of my head.
Can you tell us anything about ICE's interactions with mother as well as?
Guys, I just want to let you know you're all simps for me, apparently.
That's fine.
Oh, hi, Allie. What's happening?
I brought Allie up, Ari.
Oh, okay. We're not going to be here for much longer.
I know.
Okay.
I know, but I can't do my own live because I got to go to work, and I don't know. Apparently, Allie has AI generated images of her being pregnant.
Yeah, apparently I'm like Michelle Obama, and all my pregnant pictures are just fake, you know? Also, this child in the background saying hello is also generated by AI.
Yes, AI generated child. Of course.
No, it's a Dora the Explorer cartoon. Duh. Didn't you learn anything? Like, you're just utilizing snippets from a cartoon.
Sorry, I'm gay and useless, so.
Gay and useless.
Crazy.
Just like, I guess that'll be the next thing I say to him is like, sorry, I don't platform homophobic bitches.
Maddie's be like, so how was your day, babe? Oh, you know, talk to a turkey fucker husband.
Oh shit, I guess I should give him access to that channel so he can get caught up. I'm not going to delete it for a little bit.
If we feel down and we feel bad about ourselves.
Oh my god.
Bambi will also get banned after this conversation.
Probably. Yeah, probably.
I can't do it anymore. Like, she was nice. I would hope, you know, they just got married. Okay, cool. Please stay in Australia and away from me.
All right. If everybody could stay muted for just a moment, I'm going to say goodbye to the Tubes and the Purple Witch app for the weekend. So hold on one second. Thank you, YouTube and Twitch. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you guys for hitting 1K on the YouTube. Thank you so much. I think I have enough watch hours and enough people following me now to be able to start doing like the donations, like the super chats, but it might not be effective until like the next stream after. I'm not sure. I tried to turn it on. I will look at it this weekend, see if I can get that going. But I appreciate you. Thank you guys so much for hitting 1K. I do appreciate it so much. I will see you next week, Tuesday, 10 a.m. Mountain Time, whatever time that is for you. And I appreciate you guys, and I hope